Hello everybody, this is Miranda's Crafter, and I'm bringing to you today the start of some new content that I'm going to do. What's not really new for me because I have always been in the Ark space, but I'm going to be covering Ark Survival Ascended. It's going to be the latest evolution of the Ark game. We've been playing Ark Survival Evolved for a long time now. It's been going on for 7 to 8 years. I've been part of that in early adopter program, and just throughout all its iterations over the years, I've put thousands and thousands and thousands of hours into Ark, and I'm one of those people who have fell in love with this game, even though there's a lot of things around it with its current publisher and some of the silly decisions that have been made over the years. And yeah, I'm going to be one of those guys that I'm going to call it like I see it. If it's nonsense, I'm going to call it nonsense. If it's good, I'm going to call it good. I'm not being paid by anybody, so my views aren't, jaded, or my views aren't, being swayed by the people that are sponsoring me or paying me or whatever. So I'm just going to come at you as a guy who loves the game of Ark, and I'm going to tell it to you like I see it. What in the world's going on over there? That guy's getting attacked. He looks pretty rough. But I'm going to be one of those guys that call it like I see it, because I love this game, like I said. And I've been playing it for a long time. Where you at, dude? I hear you. There he goes. Boy, he looks pretty bloody. Oh, there's what's happening to him. That Dillo's getting him. But I'm one of those guys. I just love this game. Now, what I'm going to do with this channel going forward is I have been exclusively producing content about a blockchain game that's in development right now called Miranda's. Obviously, that's where I got the name for my channel, Miranda's Crafter. You can tell by the name that my focus is on crafting and economy and things like that, but I just can't resist. I wasn't going to produce any content on Ark. I was just going to focus on Miranda's going forward, but I just can't help it, because with Ark Survival Ascended coming up, it's just too tempting. I can't pass it up. I'm going to be playing this game. I might as well make content about it. I mean, why not? Ark Survival Ascended, we've been told, some release timelines and all that kind of thing, but now we pretty much have it set in stone. They have not released an actual release date, but according to all the SEC filings and all their quarterly reports for their shareholders and all that kind of stuff, I'm not going to bore you with all the read-throughs of all those things and going line by line telling you all the specific details of it. I think there's enough content creators out there that have done that already that if you're looking for this content, you're probably pretty aware of what's going on already. Wildcard Studios is the ones that create and develop this game. They're beholden to Snail Games Studios, or Snail Games Incorporated, whatever they call themselves. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble here. I got to do something with this guy. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Whoa, I got to run. I wasn't prepared to have to fight in this video. Yeah, so we're going to haha, bye-bye. This is my base. Isn't that kind of cool? Anyway, I'm getting off track here. Yeah, but anyway, Wildcard Studios, they're beholden to Snail Games USA, or whatever they call themselves. They are their publisher, and they're the ones that pretty much own the franchise of Ark. They have controlling interest over Wildcard Studio through another company that they have as an LLC as a partner. That company is pretty much ran by the spouse of Snail Game Studios chief operating officer. So yeah, Ark is not going anywhere, as opposed to Snail Game Studios controlling interest in it. according to their financial report, Snail Game Studio got over 90% of their revenue from Ark franchise. Yes, they do produce other things, but none of them have been the hit that Ark has. And none of them have brought in the kind of revenue that Ark does for them. So they basically just, Ark is their cash cow, and they know this. And everybody, there's always been all kinds of drama about Snail Games as far as cheating on their servers and playing on their game and banning people that attack them. And while that's all valid, I'm sure, and, it's not what I want to get into. It's a reality that if you're going to play Ark, if you're going to play Ark Survival Evolved, if you're going to play Ark Survival Ascended, if you're going to, hopefully in the future, play Ark 2, you're going to play a game that is controlled by Snail, and that's just all there is to it. So we can cry and whine and not like any of the things that go on as much as we want, but that's not going to change the fact that Wildcard's not going to say anything negative about Snail because they can't. They're owned by Snail, pretty much, so they can't do or say anything other than just keep their heads down and try to make the best game they can and hope that Snail's happy with it. So with all that said, we basically know now the actual release timeline. It's going to be in October. According to the latest details, that Snail has received a loan from one of their people that they work with, Gambus, which is the company that owns Nitrado, which is the company that rents servers for unofficial Ark servers and also other games, but also provides hosting for all of the official servers in the Ark network. I'm just going to call it Nitrado. Nitrado gave Snail Games basically a $4 million loan. Part of it was for server costs that they already have incurred, like $1.5 million, and then another roughly $3 million to give them added revenue so that they could basically keep operating. Because at this point, by reading the documents, that they're hemorrhaging money, Snail is, because there's nothing going on with Ark right now. At first, we were told that Ark Survival Ascended was going to be a free upgrade and that everybody was going to get it free, blah, blah, blah. Then it turned into a paid upgrade. And one of the reasons that we now know is because they're using that to basically fund Ark 2. They can't continue to hemorrhage money like they're doing right now and still be able to produce Ark 2. So they're basically having to raise some revenue somehow, and with Ark providing over 90% of their revenue, they don't have a choice but to bleed Ark dry for some more money so that they can get the money they need to produce Ark 2. That's just all there is to it. We can cry and whine about it because they said it was going to be free and now it's not, but I mean, it really does you no good in the long run. They need the money to produce the game, and if you want to play it, you're gonna have to pony up and buy the game to help support them so they can do it. So whether it's been managed well or not is not really the issue. It's that they're gonna do it regardless, and we're gonna buy it and play it regardless because we love the game and we love the franchise. There's nothing else out there even remotely as good as Ark. Even though I've cried and whined over the development decisions they've made over the years and stuff like that, I still think that Ark is one of the best games ever made as far as the things that you can do and the fun that can be had. So, But anyway, we know that it's going to release in October now for sure, because the terms of the loan that Nitrado gave to Snail Games was that if they do release the game by October the 31st, then they are to repay them 20% of their earnings every month from Ark Survival Ascended towards the loan until it's paid off. And the other term of the loan was if Ark Survival Ascended is not launched by October 31st, then they are still to pay Nitrado back every month 20% of their earnings from basically anything else they got going on, Ark Survival Evolved, if that's even still producing money, whatever. So it's in Snail Games and Wildcard Studios' best interest to get this game released by October 31st. Will we see it before then? Sometime in October maybe. Pick a good date. It's going to be in October, period, pretty much. We know that, but we don't know the exact date. I would think it would be in their best interest to get it out as soon as possible so they can start realizing some revenue off of it and start to get that loan paid off and start to try to dig themselves out of the massive hole they're in right now. But, that's big business, and I'm not privy to that kind of stuff, so I don't know really, what's behind the scenes. So I would say that, to me, I would think it's in their best interest to do that sort of thing, to go ahead and get it out. So basically, that was basically, what I wanted to talk about in this video. I wanted to just, say that, hey, have faith. Ark Survival Ascended is going to be released in October. I have faith in that. Not because of anything these companies have said, but just because of the terms that they've now locked themselves into. It may not be a situation of they're doing this to keep the good faith of the community because we've said we're going to do one thing and now we're going to do it. Now they're pretty much locked in now because they've made a deal and now they got to stick to it. So anyway, going forward in the future, there's going to be a lot more Ark Survival Ascended content on this channel, so please like and subscribe if that's interesting to you. I'm going to be doing basically everything because I'm going to be living in this game when it comes out, so I'm basically going to be filming everything. Probably going to put up some servers, have some community free-to-play servers for you guys that are part of the community that want to join in and play with me. I will be an active participant on those servers. I'll be running them, and I'll be doing events and all kinds of cool things for them, so look for that in the future. That's a sharp-looking pterosaur. Look at that, blue and silver. That kind of goes with my colors I already got. I like it. Anyway, if that's interesting to you, join me in the future, and I'll be doing that content on this channel exclusively. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for spending 10 minutes with me. Talk at you later.